Welcome to Austria, a country shaped by alpine beauty and timeless landscapes. From mountain villages nestled high in the Alps and historic castles rising above rolling hills, to powerful waterfalls flowing straight from alpine peaks. The scenery shifts to world-class ski resorts, peaceful lakes beside countryside towns, and winding highways climbing toward dramatic mountain summits. Along the way, grand cathedrals filled with visitors reflect centuries of culture, while lush green valleys stretch quietly between towering ranges. Together, these scenes reveal Austria as a place where nature, history, and everyday life exist in perfect harmony. Located in the heart of Europe, Austria is a landlocked country surrounded by European Union nations, including Germany, Italy, Switzerland, and Hungary. Positioned between Western and Eastern Europe, it has long served as a crossroads of culture, trade, and history. Austria's identity is defined by a balance of historic buildings and natural beauty. Vienna reflects imperial heritage and cultural influence, while Salzburg preserves Baroque architecture against an alpine backdrop. Scenic routes such as the Grossglockner High Alpine Road reveal dramatic mountain terrain, while lakeside towns including Zell and Hallstatt highlight the country's close relationship with water and landscape. Much of Austria is dominated by the Alps, shaping both its landscape and way of life. From alpine regions to fertile river valleys, the country's geography has influenced settlement patterns, architecture, and transportation for centuries, creating a nation deeply connected to its natural surroundings. Now let's look at some of the beautiful places across this country. Hallstatt, located along the western shore of Hallstatter See, directly beneath the steep valleys of the Dachstein Mountains. The village's setting creates a striking contrast between deep alpine terrain and calm waters, with buildings arranged tightly along the narrow lakeside. This geography has shaped both daily life and development, resulting in elevated homes, lakeside walkways, and viewpoints that open toward the surrounding peaks. The combination of water, rock, and forest gives Hallstatt its distinctive alpine character and panoramic scenery. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Hallstatt represents one of the best preserved historic villages in the Alpine region. Its 16th century houses and traditional wooden architecture reflect centuries of settlement in limited space. St. Michael's Chapel houses the famous ossuary, where painted skulls document local burial customs tied to the village's geography and history. Together, the architecture and cultural landmarks illustrate how the community adapted to its challenging, yet resource-rich environment. The Hallstatt Museum provides insight into the area's long salt mining history, which played a central role in the village's development. Along the lakefront, quiet resting areas and scenic paths allow visitors to experience the surroundings at a slower pace, offering clear views across the water and into the mountain landscape. The Grossglockner High Alpine Road is one of Europe's most renowned mountain drives, stretching 48 kilometers through the heart of the Austrian Alps. Designed to follow the natural contours of the terrain, the road winds upward through 36 carefully engineered hairpin bends, gradually revealing higher elevations and wider perspectives. As the route climbs, alpine forests give way to open high mountain landscapes, where snowfields, rocky ridges, and distant peaks dominate the horizon. Each curve introduces a new viewpoint, making the journey itself as significant as the destination. At its highest point, the road reaches the Edelweißspitze at 2,500 meters, offering sweeping views across more than 30 mountains rising above 3,000 meters. From here, Austria's tallest summit, the Grossglockner at 3,600 meters, stands prominently above the surrounding peaks. The route also passes glaciers, high-altitude meadows, and historic mountain refuges, highlighting the scale and geological power of the Hohe Tauern Range. More than a scenic drive, the Grossglockner Road serves as a gateway to Austria's most elevated and rugged alpine environment. Located in Hohe Tauern National Park, the Krimml Waterfalls stand as one of Austria's most powerful natural landmarks. With a total drop of 380 meters, they are the highest waterfalls in Europe and among the tallest in the world. Fed by glacial meltwater from the high Tauern Mountains, the falls carry an immense volume of water, especially during late spring and summer, when snowmelt reaches its peak. What makes Krimml unique is its three distinct stages, the upper, middle, and lower falls, each carving its own path through steep alpine terrain. As the water descends, it crashes against rock faces, filling the valley with mist and sound, creating a constantly shifting scene shaped by gravity and erosion. Beyond their visual impact, the waterfalls are also known for the fine mist that fills the air, adding to the atmosphere of the valley. Together, the height, power, and setting of the Krimml Waterfalls make them one of Austria's most remarkable alpine sites. Stretching for 36 kilometers along the Danube River, the Wachau Valley is one of Austria's most distinctive cultural landscapes. This section of the Danube cuts through the ancient Bohemian Massif, creating a corridor of forested hills and narrow riverbanks lined with historic settlements. The valley is especially known for its terraced vineyards, carefully built into the hillsides over centuries, producing internationally respected Riesling and Grüner Veltliner wines. Small towns and villages develop directly along the river, shaped by trade, agriculture, and river transport. What sets the Wachau different is its recognition as a cultural UNESCO World Heritage landscape, distinct from single historic monuments. This designation reflects the long interaction between human settlement and the natural environment, rather than one isolated site. Medieval castle ruins rise above the river, once used to control trade routes, while monasteries and churches mark the region's religious and political influence. One of the most prominent landmarks is Melk Abbey, standing high above the Danube as a symbol of Baroque architecture and monastic history. Throughout the valley, architecture blends naturally with vineyards, riverbanks, and hills, creating a setting where history remains closely tied to the land itself. Zell am See is a lakeside town set at the edge of Lake Zell, with the peaks of the Hohe Tauern mountain range rising closely around it. The town sits directly along the lake's calm, clear waters, which reach depths of nearly 68 meters. During the warmer months, the lake becomes a focal point for swimming, sailing, and scenic boat cruises, while walking paths and viewpoints offer uninterrupted views across the water toward the surrounding alpine valleys. In winter, Zell connects to an extensive ski network with more than 77 kilometers of local valleys, supported by modern lifts and direct access to the Kitzsteinhorn Glacier in nearby Kaprun. The glacier's elevation allows reliable snow conditions from autumn through late spring, extending the ski season well beyond most alpine resorts. At the center of Zell, the compact, car-free Old Town adds a cultural contrast to the surrounding landscape. Narrow pedestrian streets are lined with colorful buildings, small shops, cafes, and traditional restaurants, anchored by a historic parish church that reflects the town's medieval roots. The lakeside promenade, lively upper ski scene, and convenient train station located directly in town make Zell both accessible and well-equipped, combining alpine scenery with a vibrant local atmosphere. The Semmering Railway, constructed between 1848 and 1854, marks a turning point in transportation history as the world's first true mountain railway. Stretching 41 kilometers through the Austrian Alps, it was engineered by Karl Ritter von Gege to cross steep alpine terrain without using cogwheel systems, a breakthrough for its time. The line rises 457 meters using carefully calculated gradients and tight curves, proving that standard railways could operate in mountainous regions. This achievement not only connected Vienna with southern Austria more efficiently, but also set new global standards for railway design. Today, the Semmering Railway stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its technical innovation and lasting impact on modern rail engineering. Along its route, the railway passes through a remarkable sequence of engineering structures, including 14 tunnels, 16 viaducts, and more than 100 stone bridges. These elements were designed to follow the natural contours of the mountains, allowing the railway to blend into the surrounding forests and valleys. As trains continue to operate on the same line today, the Semmering Railway remains both a functional transport route and a living monument to early alpine engineering. Vienna stands as one of Europe's great imperial capitals, shaped by centuries as the center of the Habsburg Empire. The city's historic core is defined by grand palaces, monumental churches, and elegant boulevards that reflect its former political power. The Hofburg Palace once served as the imperial residence, while St. Stephen's Cathedral rises at the heart of the city with its Gothic tower and patterned roof. Encircling the old center, the Ringstrasse showcases 19th century landmarks, including museums and government buildings. Beyond its political history, Vienna is widely known as the city of music. It was home to composers such as Mozart, Beethoven, and Schubert, whose influence still shapes the city today. Classical music remains part of daily life, from performances at the Vienna State Opera to concert halls and historic venues across the city. Vienna is also recognized for its exceptional quality of life. The city combines historic elegance with modern infrastructure, offering an efficient public transport system, well-planned neighborhoods, and extensive green spaces. Large public parks, gardens, and recreational areas are woven into the urban landscape, providing balance between city life and nature. This blend of culture, history, and livability makes Vienna not only a cultural capital, but one of the most well-rounded cities in Europe. Ort Castle is one of Austria's most distinctive lake castles, set on a tiny island in the middle of Traunsee. Connected to the shore by a narrow wooden bridge, the castle's isolated position gives it a storybook appearance that has made it a popular location for weddings and special events. Its architecture reflects centuries of change, blending medieval foundations with later additions that give the structure its layered and historic character. The castle also holds cultural importance beyond its visual appeal. Inside, a small museum documents the history of Ort Castle, tracing its role as a noble residence and its transformation over time. Throughout the year, the site hosts exhibitions, ceremonies, and cultural events, keeping the castle active as a living heritage landmark rather than a static monument. Surrounded by the clear waters of Traunsee and framed by the rising peaks of the Salzkammergut region, Ort Castle offers wide, panoramic views of both lake and mountains. The setting has inspired local legends and folklore, adding to the atmosphere of mystery that surrounds the island. Together, its unique location, historical depth, and dramatic natural backdrop make Ort Castle one of the most recognizable and memorable sites in the Austrian Alps.